Hello and welcome back to the Checkpoint Reach podcast. I'm your host Luke Eldon. As ever, I'm joined by my fellow gamers and friends, Sudden Perks. How you doing, guys?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Has it been another good week?
Yeah. Is it ever
you've been
a
away.
bad
It's been
week?
a good week for you.
I had a hit and miss week.
Okay.
I went to Berlin on holiday and it's a bit hit and miss. Turns out that
Stories for another time. Or?
maybe they don't like the Brits very much in the like clubs. The night scene we didn't get in because we were British.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Racism.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, no. They apparently because we spoke to the Germans in the queue. And they were like, yeah, they don't like the Brits going into clubs because the reputation precedes them that they're hooligans.
Right.
And they were like, they kept saying the English, and I kept saying I'm not English, I'm Welsh.
Welsh.
They don't really understand the difference.
They didn't know.
Do they?
No.
Were you not tempted to get to the door and be like, ID y'all, let me in, please?
I think that would have been racist.
She's racist.
No, I was tempted to be like, because obviously there was three of us, be like, hi, and then just go like dry.
Yeah.
And try and very short German sentences, but they asked you a question.
Yeah.
It was like, what's the lineup tonight in German? And we were like,
So was it one particular club or just most of the clubs?
two that we tried.
You got in a few though.
Yeah, we went into the bars mostly without a problem, which is clubs. So yeah, that was fun.
See some nice sights.
Yeah, Berlin is
Quite a historic city, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of history, but they had to rebuild obviously after things that happened.
Yeah.
But it was it's nice enough city. But unfortunately, I didn't get to play any games, unlike you two.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
What did you guys get to play?
yeah. I mean, I've carried on with Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
I like it. Still like it. It's still really good. It's still that sort of Fallout / Mass Effect vibe.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's funny though because the aesthetic of the game. I don't know if you got this reaction. It made me think of No Man's Sky. You know the aesthetic. That's sort of
The colour.
It's colour.
It
It is colourful.
It looks a bit like
vibrant.
No Man's Sky, and I've seen a few people being like, I don't know if I like that, but I think the game's clearly better than.
I've only played No Man's Sky a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't.
I can see where people come from.
Yeah,
it
it's got
does
that
sound a
vibe
bit
to it,
similar,
yeah.
but there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
to Outer Worlds, and I've only played it like an hour and a bit.
I think one of the things I like most about the game is like, I'd say like 95% of the characters I like.
Yeah.
Of all like people that I've come across in the game, which is always a good sign. I think they've got a lot of
Keeps you
personality.
engaged.
The companions are really good. Because there's up to like 6 companions, but I've literally stuck with that Pavati for most of the game because I think she's the best companion.
She
in the
seemed
game.
quite good.
Yeah, she's quite
when I was
cool.
talking
She's
to her.
quite funny. So, but there's a lot of cool companions and stuff. So, I'm enjoying it. I think the shooting's probably a little bit not quite as good as I thought it was.
Is it
going to
ever good in Fallout?
Yeah,
Fallout's kind of games, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're never really great. That like time dilation thing, and then if you sit like where it like stop. I'm not really keen on that. I don't think it's as good as VATS. Personally, I think it's a bit of a step down from VATS, which is a bit of a shame. But I think it's obviously more as a tactical thing. You're supposed to slow down time, see things around you, or can I sneak there? Because when you actually shoot it goes off pretty quickly. But I think that's kind of the point. But
See, I don't usually like slow down or slow motion bits to help you, but I liked it in Metal Gear 5.
yeah.
You know when you got caught?
Yeah.
Because I always went slow and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, thank God I'm out of this.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
I just remember it in Max Payne back in the day.
Yeah.
The OG Xbox.
Max
That's
Payne, yeah.
probably my first memory of something like that being
Yeah.
a thing, which really didn't fit whatsoever with the like theme of the game. But
I'm trying to remember it because I played that game quite a bit, but I don't remember the slow motion for some reason.
Max Payne was always famous for that, wasn't it? The slow.
yeah, I just don't know why. Like,
Don't know, but
it's not like he was Matrix or something like that.
Hey, I tell you what,
just a guy.
it felt great in that
family
game.
got
To be
killed.
fair, it felt great to play on in that game. But yeah, just going back to Outer Worlds. Yeah, I think I'm about 15 hours in, so I've not played it like extensively. But and I'm not really near the end. So people saying that they can complete the game in 15 hours, well, they must be completely rushing through and just doing main quests.
Yeah, they'll be going for completion rather than like 100%.
But I don't think that's
the
the best way to play the game. I think it's good to explore and good to do a lot of the side quests. It's a little bit like Witcher in that sense. Not obviously because it's as Witcher, but and even in Fallout sometimes, like some of the side quests are actually better than the main quests sometimes in the game. So it's definitely worth doing a few side quests and the companion quests. Companion quests are good, similar to Mass Effect's companion quests.
It's always good to hear.
So that's what it reminds me of Mass Effect, because the companion side of it reminds me more of Mass Effect, which I like. So it'll be interesting to see sort of what happens to certain characters and stuff like that. But yeah, and the other game I've been playing is I've been carrying on with Days Gone, which is still really good. Really like that game.
I still don't think I'll probably get around to it. But
no, but it is good. It's really fun. Story's really good. I think a little bit underrated, actually. I think personally, I think it's one of them games that it's a bit rough around the edges. You know, a little bit. It reminds me of Mass Effect 1 in terms of Mass Effect 1 was great, but had we all know the shooting was pretty bad. Had rough things with it.
Yeah, it is the worst.
That and the Mako.
Yeah, so but Days Gone reminds me of that. There's certain things where you go, it could have been better, but the actual premise is like really good. I feel like with a sequel they could really knock it out of the park. Like the story's really good and interesting.
Do you think it'll get one?
Yeah. The game sold pretty well, didn't it? So any game that sells usually gets a sequel. It was received mixed because apparently a lot of the reviewers got the game when it was quite broken. They got like a broken version of the
Everyone
game.
gets the game when it's broken. Every new release is broken.
No, because they actually did day one patch that fixed a lot of the issues. As we know, reviewers get games 2 or 3 weeks early.
Shouldn't be a day one patch.
No, but what I'm saying is I think a lot of critically it got panned quite a bit.
Yeah.
For certain things, but then when fans started playing, they were like, well, I don't know what you're talking about, because it's like a lot of these problems have been fixed. So it's one of them situations where the reviews would have been better if the game hadn't have been broken.
You can only review what you have, though.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's true. How about you, Perks? What else you been? What have you been playing this week? I think we know.
It's
actually
the norm for me. I've been playing more Ultimate Team. Record is improving, which is pleasing. I'm winning more games than when I first started, but I've got a better team now, so better team, more chance of winning. Played the FUT Champions again, got to Gold 2 again. Disappointing. I was hoping to get to Elite, but
it's tough though, isn't it? It's not easy.
Yeah, when you start to progress, you do notice the difference. So, there's always next weekend.
Are you liking it now, FIFA?
Well, I was
definitely putting more hours this week.
The other day when we
this
were
year.
talking on the Xbox, and it was like, he said to me, I'm surprised you've got into it so much, and I was just like, it's alright. I looked at my record the other day, I played 300 games already.
Which is more than
I have no idea how that happened.
It's more than last year.
I didn't even load up Ultimate Team last year.
Well, there you go.
I do not know how I've played so many games. I was looking at my squad battles thing and my rivals and my champions, and I was adding them up. There's not even 300 here, but obviously there is. I don't know how.
You did say that, didn't you? That because pro clubs has kind of gone downhill rapidly.
Yeah,
that's probably replaced it. Maybe replaced club.
Literally, instead of putting hours into club, I'm just putting it into Ultimate Team, and it breaks up Destiny for me. So
but we need to keep the tradition alive. Club, we always won one.
We need to win Division 1, but
it looks bleak this year.
It looks
really
Division 8 or something ridiculous.
I don't even remember games where we got to. We played when it released.
When it released.
But
we were bad, weren't we, at first?
I don't remember where we stopped.
Can't even remember.
Our record was really bad. I think we had more losses than wins.
We definitely do better now. Playing Ultimate Team, I know the game's different, it feels different in the different modes, but I understand a bit more about
the ways
the
to shoot, the ways
and,
to not do things.
So
what passes work, what passes don't work.
Yeah.
We didn't know as much.
Watch this space.
So how's Destiny going then?
It's been okay. The power grind from 950 to 960 has been rough, with each pinnacle drop only giving +1.
Yeah.
But they're changing that on Thursday this week to make it +2. So I'm actually going to start grinding for max level again, because I've been not slacking, but I haven't been min-maxing the way that I normally would on a game like that, and I've just kind of been doing whatever.
Yeah.
So one of my clanmates I think he's 5 levels ahead of me, but that's not even through drops, that's just through an artifact bonus, which is hours played basically. You can get out of what you put in. So even though he's been trying to min-max and trying to level, he's made no more progress.
No.
Which is why they're changing things.
You becoming tired a bit of Destiny?
It's
Are you at that point?
Basically, with the way that they went with the new way to level and the new way to power, when you reach the hard cap of 950, and then it's it all just slows down, and you think 950 to 960 is quick, it's 10 levels. It wasn't done very well. It hasn't been well received. They're changing it because the whole community is this is crap. There's no motivation. The hardcore players don't even log in anymore because nothing. There's no reason for it. You could do all the pinnacle drops and not progress at all. So
I think that's a fault on Bungie's part.
Oh yeah, but they've admitted it, and they were bit of an oversight,
They're gonna fix
massive oversight. So Thursday
players will come back
anyway.
once it's fixed. Or
Yeah, basically people have just been doing what I've been doing. It's like we're still playing, but instead of doing like
sort of
massive days worth of hours,
playing.
you literally just load up, do a couple things, don't really care, don't jump into anything massive. So
you're going to be Outer Worlds this week?
Yeah, I'm going to play Outer Worlds. I want to play more COD as well because I enjoy it. I feel like you've traded that in.
I've had it in my car for about probably about a week.
Yeah.
In the glove box, waiting for me to trade it in. I just haven't gone.
We need to do Saffel. We're going to do Spec Ops together.
Yeah.
Get out of your car and do Spec Ops, and then put it back in your car and sell it.
I did play a little bit of COD this week, a little bit of multiplayer, not much, few matches. I was saying to Perks, the mode you all said was like terrible. That's the mode I've enjoyed the most.
What?
The
Cyber Assault.
Cyber Assault. I actually like it because it's like I feel like that's the way the game should be played. Like search and destroy, like that's how the game to me suits.
Yeah, I mean everyone's playing team deathmatch like it's search and destroy. So
do you know we should actually try the 2v2 mode? Because I played that.
I was going to say I really like it.
Yeah, it was good.
I played it with Perks and I played it with Bobby Parry.
It's really good.
It's fun.
That's probably
way more fun in that than the team deathmatches we played.
Well, the campers didn't help that.
No.
But yeah, I'll probably get around to playing some of that. We'll get started though with our first topic of the day, and that's Blizzard's president discusses the fallout from blitzchung controversy. j.allen Brack told IGN, "We're big believers in free expression. I'm personally a big believer in free expression, so it's a little interesting for me personally to be a person who's involved in not being a supporter. The supporters there are welcome. Protest is part of what it is to be in our culture." He also apologised for the mishandling of blitzchung's controversy to the audience at BlizzCon. But a lot of people are unhappy with this. They feel like he was more saying, "I'm sorry that you're upset about it," rather than
it didn't sound very sincere, did it? Either the apology, it was just a bit like wishy-washy. It wasn't really
company line, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. But to be honest, does it matter? That's what I'd say. Is it going to affect the bottom line?
Oh, the controversy.
Well, yeah, because that's what they'll care about, won't they?
I think it might have affected it more if they kept the original ban, year ban, and the prize money gone.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing I was talking off air to Perks about this. The fact that they obviously announced Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2, kind of. I think I saw it in the comments already. People not even talking about the China console; they're just talking about Diablo and Overwatch. So
they got what they want.
Yeah. So
it was just always going to happen, though, wasn't it? It's like people want Overwatch 2 or Part 2 or the Overwatch merger with the next whatever the hell they called it, and then people have wanted Diablo 4 for years.
Yeah.
So you get these two announcements, pretty much both at the same time, and it's like not swept under the carpet, but just to the front of your mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
there was people saying, wasn't there, "I'll never buy a Blizzard product again," and all this rubbish.
Bullshit,
and then they're the same people in 6 months' time when one of the games comes out, they'll be there straight away.
Yeah.
You know, when does that ever happen? When does it ever happen that people actually go through with what they say with things like this?
Did the Gillette people do it?
Yeah, but I mean, I bet
after
Gillette,
that advert,
and then apparently Gillette's like profits went up.
Did it?
That. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So it was worth it for them, wasn't it? Even though, like, maybe, like, I'm sure we'll have our own personal view on it, but you know, it didn't seem to affect them, did it?
You're a man and you're horrible.
Yeah.
Think better before you shave.
Well, it worked for them.
Sucks to be you, man.
Yeah.
They might do it again because it worked and got them more money. So
I thought I read that it didn't work for them. They initially struggled with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're not struggling now.
Yeah. Anyway, I know what you mean. People do forget, really, because, like you said, it goes to the back of people's minds. New games, the forefront, especially if you like the games.
Yeah, you just get more excited about that than more pissed off about past controversies. Like, rightly or wrongly, it's people are gamers.
Yeah.
They're going to see a game and it's at the front of their mind. Yeah, especially when they're big games as well.
Yeah, they're not
throwaway trash. They're like AAA titles. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting though they've announced this Overwatch and Diablo thing now. I mean, I guess that's no coincidence that they they probably had these in their back pocket for a while. They could have announced them whenever, and they've obviously decided now because, you know, the optics don't look good at the minute with the China thing. So they've thought, well, if we announce these two games, then people are going to probably slowly forget about it. And it seems like this is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it'd be interesting though if, you know, to see when these games come out if people are still talking about like,
I
can't
imagine it.
I think it'll be swept under the carpet.
I think I agree with you though. I wonder how long they probably had these in their back pocket, got on at a date, and then they thought, okay, with this, let's move it forward. Maybe they didn't have the intention of announcing it at BlizzCon, but they probably would have put a lot more emphasis on it.
Yeah,
I did see a couple of things on Twitter where some analysts were saying that Overwatch wasn't. Diablo was always going to be announced at this, but Overwatch was pushed forward.
Yeah.
Right.
To try it. Maybe that was a few months away, but they pushed it forward. Because they even said don't expect Overwatch anytime soon, like the new thing, or don't expect Diablo either anytime soon. They're going to still be a while, so we'll see.
Are you going to try either of the two?
I enjoyed Diablo 3.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is one of my favourite games, like
really?
in this current gen. So yeah, I'm definitely going to play that. Love those kind of games. Overwatch.
I would like to get into Overwatch because I think if it is Overwatch 2, it's more accessible than going into Overwatch 1 now. It's a new game. I mean, obviously you're going to have the pros that are going to be ridiculous at the game.
Yeah.
But it's the same on any game. You get pros on COD or pros on Fortnite, you know. But yeah, I think I will probably end up playing both, to be honest.
I think Overwatch 2 is hard because it's one of those games, a little bit like Siege, not quite as like intense, but if you're not in it at the beginning and if you're not learning with everybody else, like we played Overwatch 1 with Matty, like a year after it came out or something.
I enjoyed it.
And it's just unforgiving though, isn't it? Like you don't know what character has what abilities, and if you're late to the party, everyone already knows, like, games like that go a certain way. It's like, these are the meta characters, this is what you do in X, Y and Z situation, and if you don't know those things, you go in and you try like slinging a hand cannon at someone and you just...
It's like the guns on COD, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do think we probably didn't... I don't think we gave it the time. I think if we'd have carried on playing it, maybe we could have got into it more. We kind of dropped it pretty quickly, didn't we? We played it for maybe like a month.
Yeah, and we drop every game pretty quickly, which is probably why you're laughing.
Yeah,
you drop it a lot quickly, a lot more quickly.
But I do think if we'd have played it for another 3 or 4 months, maybe we could have got into it.
I was laughing because I can imagine you getting killed by things and being like, it's fucking shit.
No, like, surprisingly, like Overwatch, I don't remember raging that much, but obviously I rage on any game I play, so it's inevitable that it did happen. But I don't tend to moan that much about a game like that because I was late. I didn't understand there was like 20 characters that all have different abilities until you actually know, or like you watch videos on them. Like, again, like I said, if you don't know the meta and you jump in blind, you're going to struggle in a game like that. So I wasn't going to like rage about not understanding it. I was just late. So I think if I'm going to play Overwatch 2, I'm going to play when it first comes out. If I haven't played it in the first like month, I'm probably not going to try it. I don't want that feeling again. I
think what I liked about the original Overwatch is it gave me like the Team Fortress 2 vibes, and that's kind of what you could even say Overwatch is kind of like a spiritual successor to like a Team Fortress 2, really, because it's the same sort of aesthetic, same like wacky characters, isn't it, and stuff like that.
It just has way more though. It's way more evolved and developed.
Well, I mean, it's 10 years on, so it's going to, isn't it? But you know, Team Fortress 2 at the time was obviously pretty revolutionary on it, and Overwatch has carried it on. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably end up playing it, whether, like you said, if it'll be for a long time, I don't know. But I don't tend to play games for years anyway, so
yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we'll move on to our second topic of the day, and that's Bluepoint Games tackle PS5 speculation with top trolling. They tweeted out on Halloween, "So calm this spooky night, a symphony of rumours, not one but two, return from shadow, a resistance to dart home as black monsters escape twisted hills to wonderlands and siphon souls. Filter your candy collections, soft from solid, and be eco-friendly. Have a metal Halloween."
Yeah.
So
it was an interesting tweet.
It was an interesting tweet. I mean, you've been speculating that Metal Gear Solid remake could be coming.
The more this has made me think.
Are they trying to throw you off with this?
I mean, they're obviously going to be. They're not making like 7 games, are they? So there's obviously going to be some in it that aren't real.
Yeah.
There is rumours that they're working on 2.
I hope it's not
remakes. I don't think it will. We were talking off air. The fact that one of them is probably going to be Demon Souls, because that's been the heavily rumoured, makes me think that Metal Gear won't be the other one, because I think the other one will probably be a smaller game.
I think I said to you, like, out of all the games that have been teased in that cryptic thing, Metal Gear is like on another level in terms of vastness and like what would be needed to put that together. Everything else, like Twisted Metal Black, is like, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a big game, but there's not much to it. Like, in all honesty, like a lot of the games on the list, they're like, yeah, they're okay. Metal Gear is like a massive project.
Yeah,
I just don't see.
See, I don't even see
what they're doing.
I don't see the Symphony of the Night one either. I think that's just throwing people off.
No, I don't think that will.
I don't think they'll remake that classic like that. Resistance is an interesting one because that's the sort of thing I think it will probably be, because you're gonna have like the Demon's Souls one, that's just a pretty big project, but then like the Resistance one is probably more going to be maybe like not a full remake, but more like a remastering sort of thing.
Yeah, well, Resistance, I don't know if
it's not that old, is it?
Did you play Resistance?
Yeah, I played the second one.
Yeah, I played them both.
They're okay.
I played them, and I just thought like it was always a poor man's Gears. Like it was. They
Did
weren't.
You play the
they
third
were bad
one?
Games.
Because apparently people say the third one's a lot better.
I played the third one, but it was like when I got the PlayStation back after the years and
apparently
of hiatus.
Because I remember Resistance 2.
Is that when it gave you an illness?
Yeah. End of my life.
I remember playing Resistance 2, and actually, I mean, I played it after the event, but I remember thinking this game doesn't look good. It's muddy colours, and I wasn't keen on it. But I did hear that Resistance 3 was the one that people say that's the best.
I didn't mind it, but like I said, I was years after it, so it's hard to think about it as if it was in the time. But for me, it's like poor man's Gears, but in first person, it was okay. I would be shocked, to be honest, if they brought it back as it was. I think it will be mediocre.
Yeah. What about Siphon Filter then? That was another rumour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter, yeah, I remember that. I used to love that game. I was terrible at it, but I loved it.
I wouldn't mind that coming back. Feels like it's been a long time. It's been 20 years.
It's been ages.
It's been a long time.
But that feels like a game they could really do something with. That feels like a game, because I remember that game having a lot of it was similar to Metal Gear in a lot of ways, wasn't it? Siphon Filter. It had a lot of that political intrigue and.
Was it big enough to bring back?
I don't know. Yeah,
being big.
I don't think it was massive, but it was big enough.
One of those games you seem to try, but
I didn't love it.
I just said I loved it, but I
did
think,
personally.
But if it was
I think I was my nostalgia of when I think back, it's like, oh yeah, I remember playing it.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
But if it was completely remade, it would be a different game almost, wouldn't it? I mean, I just think these days, how political stuff seems to do well, doesn't it? So maybe it would do well.
Oh, just please give me the Metal Gear.
We want Metal
remake.
Gear, of course. We know we've championed this on Checkpoint Reach.
Abandon everything else. Don't make 2, make 1, and put all your resources into Metal Gear.
But it's one of them things, isn't it? I suppose you could argue, we might think, some of these aren't great, but then they could turn out to be amazing. You don't know until they actually get announced, and sometimes you don't know what you want until you've seen it, do you?
Yeah. If they did do a Siphon Filter, would you play it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play it.
Yeah, I'd play Siphon Filter.
I'd probably play a lot of the games that they remake. I mean, there might be.
I wouldn't play Resistance.
Yeah, I might, just because I've not played them all. If they were properly done, if they were remade, I might. If it was just a remaster, no, probably not.
I don't know.
You ain't going back to that world.
Nah,
I'm not talking about I'm talking about remake though. If they were properly remade into something that's slightly different, might be interesting.
I'd be more willing to try it.
A remaster's like.
I couldn't care less about a remaster. Yeah. I don't see where that goes. I don't see. There's no point in that. That's another game that, if it was remastered, you'd see and go, why the hell did they remaster that?
By the way, I've just actually thought something now. I did see it. It could have been a news story. Actually, I've just thought of it now. That I saw the other day about EA. I don't know if you saw this. EA, when they announced all their financial figures and all that, they talked about they want to do remasters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and people were like, Mass Effect, Dead Space.
Don't need a Mass Effect remaster.
Oh, I don't know. If they were they properly made it in
no,
up to today's.
I'd see that. I'd rather just the next Mass Effect.
Yeah, because
I disagree.
The only one that needs remastered is the first one, because just to make it the gunplay better.
That'd be great.
The other two actually stand up pretty well, and the story's fantastic.
I don't know, if you go back to them games now, they don't look great now. They don't look. I mean, if they properly did them and they looked great, amazing.
I don't need it.
No
Give me the new one.
Yeah, just make the new one.
The problem is, I don't think they could make a new one as good as the original trilogy. That's my worry with EA. What about a Dead Space one then?
I definitely wouldn't want a remake.
No, but would you be more willing to play a Dead Space remaster than a Mass Effect remaster? Because they were obviously the two games that people, as soon as EA say we might think about remasters, they're the two that people are going to think of.
Completely different, isn't it? Like Mass Effect, you can get hours on end out of that. Dead Space is linear.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's not a bad thing.
Definitely one of my favourite horror games.
That's not a bad thing. Games being linear these days.
No, but in terms of like choosing,
True.
It's not like you're choosing between like either or, and they're close together. It's like one's over here and one's like worlds apart. I don't know. I would like to see Dead Space like come back from the dead and like start again, but I wouldn't like to see it just a remaster. I wouldn't be that interested.
So would you not play the Mass Effect remaster then? I definitely would.
I don't know.
I definitely would.
I don't know.
I played it too many times.
I have played it a lot, yeah, and I don't feel the need for a remaster, so it would be tough. I'm with Perks. I'd make a good... Well, we liked Andromeda. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but make one that people like so we can have more of them.
Problem is, they've already said that's not... I mean, so a new Mass Effect is literally going to be another reboot again, because they're not going to carry on with Andromeda. They said that, so...
I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah, I am, but it's
I wish we got more from Andromeda, and like we were disappointed we never really got the fleshed out of the end into the DLC, but I would rather see them do like a reboot than try and like resurrect that, because people don't like it.
Well, I do wonder whether...
Again, so I don't want to see
I don't think this news is particularly bad, though, because if they're doing remasters, maybe they're thinking, you know, that whole thing of do the remaster and then the new game a year later.
Yeah.
What else? What other IPs could they possibly remaster?
FIFA 20.
FIFA 20.
Remake.
just
like a
remaster
remake.
Remaster it until it's a good game.
I nearly said FIFA Street, but I forgot they've got that FIFA Voltage.
I've got one. KOTOR. Not a remaster, but a new game. I'd want a new game.
Mate, if they made a Knights of the Republic 3, or just like in that world, I'd love it. I know we're getting Jedi Fallen Order, but it's not in the Old Republic.
I did say KOTOR for a reason, because that was another thing in their earnings call. They did say there's another Star Wars game.
Not, other than Jedi Fallen Order. Right, okay.
For between 2021 and 2022, so... Why? What annoys me is why wouldn't you make KOTOR 3? Why not?
Yeah, but you know what's weird about this? KOTOR it sold well. Both were pretty high received. I know that the second one had its issues because they rushed it. Obsidian were forced to rush it out, but that game has had a strong what's the word I'm looking for? Cult following, for years now. And yet they've never acted on it, and they've still got the IP. I wonder why. There has to be a reason.
Yeah, there was. I can't remember off the top of my head like what was the thing, but I seem to remember there was like a licensing issue with it.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know what happened. Like if something was out of business or. But there was like a lock on something that they just couldn't get past, and it's why we've never seen it.
Right.
I did look into it, and it wasn't that long ago, but I would be firing out random crap if I tried to guess it.
I just remember going into Blockies, that's a throwback, and looking for a game to rent, and the first time I ever saw Knights of the Republic, I see the front, I'm like, I'm a Star Wars fan, okay. And I just remember turning it over, and I think it just said, like, choose your path, dark side, light side. I was like, what? You can be bad? Get in that.
Yeah, I want that.
First playthrough, 100% Sith.
Well, I'm not being funny, but when they first played that game, who didn't go Sith first?
I know, because at the time, there wasn't many games that you could actually play as a bad guy. I played.
I'd do it again with a new one. I'd be like, I'm going on the Sith path. Way more interesting.
Yeah. It's like Mass Effect, isn't it?
Renegade.
Renegades.
I loved doing Renegade playthroughs on Mass Effect.
Man, there was a bit on Knights of the Republic 2 as well. It's like, you need this person for something, I can't remember. And they give you the right information. There's just a massive... You know, like the bit that you just walk around, it's just into space, it looks like. And you can just go like, use the force, go and jump now. And they just run and...
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Do you know what problem I'd have though with doing the KOTOR is this isn't the old BioWare, this is my worry. So if they're doing it, it's like, this is the new BioWare. They don't
necessarily have to give it to BioWare.
It's going to be BioWare though. They don't really have any other studio, I don't think, that could make an RPG on that scale.
Can they not?
No. I think as well, like... I mean, they're not. I can't see them giving it to Respawn. Respawn are doing Jedi Fallen Order. It's not really.
They wouldn't give them both. I don't think.
So I think it's going to be BioWare. I mean, you know, we'd assume that after Anthem, they're going to be working on some. Starting to think of pre-production things now.
Like,
so
we know the BioWare like development, how it works with their like different teams and stuff like that. Like they've had so many problems. Like I just can't see them working on like Dragon Age 4. And the next Mass Effect.
Well, they have more than one team.
No, I know, but like
they have more than one
these
team.
Aren't small projects. Like
no, but Anthem's. Let's be honest. Anthem's there's not many people left working on that game. There's probably a few, maybe 10 employees.
Does it not worry you? Like Mass Effect Andromeda was given to another part of their team.
Yeah.
But I know that's why I'm saying.
People complain about the bugs.
But this is kind of reinforced my point. I am worried about if they do a KOTOR, because will it be the same?
Yeah.
Like, or is it because if it's the team that worked on Anthem, it's time to worry.
Well, I'm just saying, like, even though they've got like the A team and all that, like, and then it filters down for whatever they're working on. That they don't have those kind of games. Like Dragon Age needs to be an A-team game. Mass Effect needs to be an A-team game. A Knights of the Old Republic remake would need to be an A-team game. Like they couldn't give that to what would, in their opinion, be the crap team, because
well, they might do just for a quick,
yeah, but it would fail again. Like BioWare for me now needs to be like, work on this, get it right. Don't bog them down with like shitloads of remakes and remasters.
They don't have enough money in the bank. Like not actual money. Yeah. They don't have enough promise or goodwill in the bank to afford to be like, we'll split them up. Yeah. We'll do, like you said, they really
cheap
need
out
to focus
a bit on Dragon Age.
They need to focus on one and make it a hit again, because they're struggling.
It'd be interesting in a week's time what comes out. Jedi Fallen Order. It'd be interesting to see if that's an upturn for the Star Wars.
I watched a few more trailers on that recently, and I'm excited. I think it looks really good.
It's going to be hard, apparently.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's going to be tough.
I want a game I can get stuck into.
Yeah, people have been getting quite excited, haven't they, saying that?
It looks good.
Actually looks really good. Like, the more time goes on, the more it's like, this could be really good. But, yeah, do you know what else as well? If we were saying about KOTOR, it could be Battlefront 3.
Yeah.
That's another thing you forget about.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't
because that's a big money seller, isn't it? It sells a lot of copies. EA love their multiplayer stuff where they can...
You know what's weird with Battlefront as well, when I actually play it, it doesn't play badly.
No,
I like the skin because I like Star Wars, but for some reason the game though, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it.
DICE always make good. I mean, Battlefield feels good to play. They make good games, but it's just,
I just don't want it yet. Like, give me a few years. I feel like Battlefront 2 is still quite like fresh for me. Like, even though it isn't,
still doing quite a lot with it. To be fair,
how bad was that story in Battlefront 2?
I didn't mind the story. It was
awful.
Meh. It was a bit meh.
So boring.
It's funny because like normally the multiplayer you'd say like, oh, they tacked on multiplayer, but to me that was tacked on the single player. It was meh.
They definitely cashed in on the film though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, we're saying it could easily be played Battlefront 3, couldn't it?
Probably is now you've said that. Thanks, you've crushed my dreams.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it seems to me like EA need, like, if they're going to carry on with the Star Wars license, they need to start making good games.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see if Jedi Fallen Order is first. If Jedi Fallen Order is really good, that gives me a bit more faith that maybe future Star Wars games from EA can be good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Time will tell, but I'm worried with EA. I'm always worried with EA. So yeah, we'll go into topic number 3, and that's Kojima says Death Stranding was inspired by Trump and Brexit. Hideo Kojima makes his politics pretty clear in a new documentary, saying Kojima's production's first title, Death Stranding, is inspired by recent political events. He spoke to BBC Radio 1 Newsbeat about the current political climate, referencing President Trump and Brexit as inspirations. Kojima said, Trump is building a wall and the UK is leaving the EU. In the game, we use bridges to connect things, but we ain't leaving anytime soon, it seems. We use bridges to connect things, but destroying those bridges can instantly turn them into walls. So bridges and walls are synonymous, or almost synonymous. That's one of the things I'd like players to think about in the game. He does go on to talk about the game a little bit more as well in detail, but we wanted to just pick up on the points a little bit on the
I think I've got to be honest, when I start Death Stranding next week, I don't think the first thought in my head's going to be
Brexit.
Build a wall.
I'd rather not be thinking about Brexit when I'm playing a video game, to be honest. It's bad enough in real life. So.
Yeah, if you live in the UK, you're tired of Brexit by now.
Enough said.
Look, we all know Kojima's a political guy anyway. Like you only have to play any Metal Gear Solid to realise that. I mean, them games are so political. He draws
inspiration from the political world quite a bit.
I've seen some people like saying about it, like, oh, get politics out of it. It's like, you're having a laugh. Like, Metal Gear Solid's had politics in it since the first one.
Loads of games have political messages in these days. It's like some are good, some are bad, and some are just like complete fantasy. But
some games, when you're telling a story, have to have them.
Yeah, I agree.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Exactly. It's getting better sometimes.
Makes you think. I love a game that makes me think.
Yeah.
Even if I don't need a political message rammed down my throat. You should be on this side of things. Yeah. But if you Give me a game that tells a good story. Yeah, exactly. That's what propaganda is.
This game is certainly going to make you think. Cause it's going to be it's just going to be so confused.
Mate, I
already know. I'm
flying babies and FedEx. Daryl from Walking Dead or whatever.
But yeah, apparently it's been described as one of the best hiking games ever or something. The reviews.
Hiking simulator.
There's a lot of hiking in the game, so if you like hiking, you'll love it. But
is there no fast travel?
God, I don't know. I don't know. I hardly know anything about this game.
I must admit,
I feel like I've seen so much on it, and I know nothing about it.
Well, I must admit, I watched I think the first trailer, and I haven't really looked at anything since because it just didn't grip me.
Well, I like to go into games quite blind anyway a lot of the time, to be honest. But I am actually looking forward to playing it just out of intrigue.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm literally because I genuinely could absolutely hate it, or I could look. It's one of them. I mean, we've seen in some of the reviews. Loads of places given 100, and one given like 35 cents is an abomination. It's like, how do you?
You have to make your own mind up with this game by the looks of it.
I feel like it's going to be
like
games.
Marmite. You're gonna love it or you hate it.
Well, I do love Marmite, so maybe that's a good sign.
There you go.
This, but
I think you're gonna love it.
Do you think so?
I've got a feeling like
next week, me and you are gonna be sat there. He's like, guys, you have to play it. I mean, you're like come on. I'm gonna be like, it's brilliant,
bro. It's shit.
Well, that's not a bad thing. I want to love it.
No, obviously, I'd rather love the more games I play than I don't.
But I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. If it's bad, I'll say it's bad because it's like I'm not just gonna be like because you feel like some of these reviews. Is it like because Kojima's a big figure? Are they kind of just like pandering to him? Don't want to annoy him? Like,
well, also with the reviews, if they see the political message and they see it on the other side, they might put it down as well.
Yeah, or put it up.
Or put it up exactly. So to be honest, though, I think with this game, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what you think.
I say.
I'm going to take that on board, but I think you might be the same as me. It's not a game I'm going to pick up straight away.
I must admit, like,
what's your gut instinct? Is your gut instinct you don't think you'll like it?
I think if honestly, like hiking simulator jokes and stuff like that, I think if there's too much of that for me, I will fall asleep playing the game, sort of thing.
What does worry me a little bit is, it's two sides really. One side, I've heard the story's really engaging, which you'd expect from a Kojima game.
Yeah, I expect it's storytelling.
The story's going to be engaging, but apparently the game's not that fun to play.
Right, okay.
It's like more of an experience. You know, these like, it's more of an experience. It's not a fun game or whatever.
I like
it's one of these type of games where it's like you're not going to be playing the game thinking, the gunplay's amazing, but the experience is what.
But that's kind of what we've seen so far. It's like a lot of the footage has been like a guy walking around with a ladder and a package, and he's like traversing these massive like landscapes. And then there's a gap.
But if he's like any delivery man around here, he's just going to be chucking that baby over a gate.
It's so like.
So it does look more like an experience than like a traditional game. But
does the fact there's famous people in it put you off?
Me off.
I don't like that.
Puts me off.
So you don't like Norman Reedus being the main character?
He doesn't put me off, but like when I see you mentioned
Conan O'Brien,
when you made me watch that, Conan O'Brien's in it and stuff. And
apparently there's loads of cameos.
Jeff Keighley.
Yeah,
he's in it.
There's loads of cameos apparently in it.
Great.
So,
I mean, why?
Yeah. It just reminds me of that Infinite Warfare where you had like Lewis Hamilton,
Conor McGregor, Lewis Hamilton.
I thought that worked pretty well.
Hey, Lewis Hamilton telling us to be vegan, save the world, and he's working on bloody spaceships as well as driving around in fast cars.
Won 6 world titles.
Yeah, congratulations, Lewis.
Congrats, fellow Brit. So.
Yeah, fellow Brit, and I didn't want you to win, but well done.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, I'm pretty much couldn't care less.
Yeah, no, but for the actual game, no.
Oh, the game's fantastic. I played again last night for the first time since I've been back. Amazing.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, I did Korea.
Cool.
Britain, easy.
Yeah.
Easy GG.
Easy GG.
Yeah, we're straying off topic a little bit there. But yeah.
Well, the last thing I was going to say about it is, I said about obviously you put off by the characters because it does seem like there's a lot of. Have you also seen there's like product placement in it? There's like Monster Energy drink advertised.
Yeah,
is there?
Like,
there you go.
Well, this is a different one, but
it's like people are saying like, oh come on, like if this was in any other game, people would be absolutely ripping it apart because Kojima. It's like, it's all right. It actually even says like you've drinking that Monster Energy drink. It's like
in Gears 5, Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't the Walkman like a Sony?
Yeah, Sony Walkman
and stuff like that. There was a lot of. There's actually a lot of product placement I think in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Throughout that you can find.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some other random product in the game as well. Like,
I must admit though, I mean,
dairy milk.
I'm kind of like if there's a product placement that they funded and paid good money has helped make the game better, and And it's literally just like, you go, oh, I didn't notice that his thing was a monster that he had. I'm not that bothered. But if he's like, yeah, I drink Monster whilst delivering babies.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not for me.
The thing is that I can imagine that being in the game, something stupid like that, because it's Kojima.
Like a wink.
It's a joke.
Wink and a nod at the camera.
It'll be stupid. I know there's going to be ridiculous moments in it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some really cringy. I just, you know already, don't you, with that sort of game. But I'm just hoping the story's good. That, like, even if the gameplay's not amazing, I just want the story to be
I must admit, that is one thing Kojima seems to get, for me, gets right a lot.
He usually does get it right.
I love Metal Gear's stories.
Metal Gear 5, I'm not sure if he got it right there.
Yeah, but come on, he had issues.
There was a lot going on as well,
behind the scenes
and stuff like that.
And apparently developers sending secret messages in the coding
so maybe,
and like actual
maybe we'll let
development of the game. Yeah. So I'll give him a pass with that, because the story was a bit meh, and actually the gameplay was really good.
Amazing, the best part of the game.
But he's had time with this one. This is his own one.
Yeah.
All his say.
Inspired by loneliness and...
Yes, that is another thing, actually, they do touch on the article. It's inspired by loneliness. And,
yeah, it's great, man.
Individualism.
Can't wait to be a recluse again. Like.
Exactly.
Can't get him on the podcast anymore. He's just sat there.
Too lonely, bro. Played Death Stranding and just never left.
Shut the baby on the fence. What have I done?
I don't know. Like, what, I think he goes on to talk, doesn't he, at the bottom about he wants to like invoke a feeling of like care and like emotion, because like the world needs more of that and stuff.
It's a lot of political messaging. Yeah.
I don't really like. Obviously, games invoke emotion, like whether they intend to or not. But having heard that before I play it, I want to play it less. I do. Like,
people have said that. A lot of people have said that.
Yeah, like if I'm being told like this is the game, and before you play it, it's supposed to make you like understand like loneliness.
It's like you're being told this is how you
should feel about this game. I don't like that either. And when you come away from it, you should be a better human being and more calm and more understanding of the world.
You should be just play the game and see what you think afterwards.
COD was actually like the other way around, though, wasn't
it?
Yeah. You shouldn't be playing this game. Well, I want to play it now.
Yeah.
This should be horrible to you. Well, it is horrible, but it was, it opens your eyes. I'm kind of the same, but I mean, I'd rather just play the game and feel it myself, and then be like, okay, that did make me think, but not have someone say, like, I don't want to play something and be like, oh, is that the moment I was meant to be? Is that when I'm meant to feel bad, or am I not? Am I a bad person for not feeling bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and apparently,
because that's your point.
Game's not short either, so
right, okay.
So
I expected it to be long.
That actually does worry me a bit.
Well, it does if it's a lot of hiking.
It worries me, it worries me.
It's long.
You know, they're saying about the gameplay's not great, and it's like, that's fine in a game that you play for like 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
In a game that I might be playing for 30 to 40 hours, and some people have even said 50, 60 hours. I don't know if that's doing everything.
Yeah, probably.
You know, though, like, people doing reviews and it's like, the game will take like 12 hours to complete, it takes like 3.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
But you're looking at least probably 20, at least I think 30 to 40 hours. If they're saying 50 to 60, it's probably 30 to 40.
Right.
I think 30 is a fair estimate.
Yeah. I think if they're saying 50 to 60, you guys will probably do it in 30 to 40, and I'll probably do it 20 to 30. Because I tend to go through a story quicker than doing side missions, and you guys...
I do, like, in Outer Worlds, I'm doing all the side missions because I enjoy them and it's actually they feel worthwhile. But on a game like that, if I'm not enjoying the gameplay, I might do the odd couple and then go, do you know what, screw it, I'll just carry on with the main quest.
I can't remember what game... I played a game not long ago where I actually didn't enjoy the game, but I liked the story.
So you just did the story
and I kept going, and I remember, though, I'd get to the story bit, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm interested. And then when it finished, I go, right, okay.
What game was that?
I can't remember.
Some of this shit?
It's probably Watch Dogs.
No, I like Watch Dogs. I can't. Honestly, if I remember the game, I'll say. But
Spider-Man, was it?
No, I love Spider-Man.
You like all the side quests and that, don't you?
Yeah, I like the side quests. See, to be fair, if a game does interest me in the story, I tend to do the side quests.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
if the gameplay's crap, I will typically turn off. I like. If the story's amazing, but the gameplay, like when I'm actually sat there playing it and I'm thinking, God, this is a slog, I'll read the story or I'll watch it.
Right.
I can't be bothered sitting there spending 40 hours if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, but going, oh, but that dialogue was interesting. Yeah. I'll just go and watch it. Like, people will put it together within a day of release.
Yeah, they actually do.
So, it's funny because it's obviously like a massive, it's like a massive release from a massive dev, and it's like, I'm so disinterested. I'm not treating it like a big game at all. I'm treating it like, well, I might play it in 10 years. Like, don't really care.
Do you think it's going to be a bit like Metal Gear Solid 4, like more cutscenes than gameplay? Because that was
long.
That game.
That was long.
Apparently, as well, I have seen that. I don't know if this is like the canon. One of the things in the game, 2-hour cinematic.
It was long.
Because in Metal Gear 4 it was like an hour one. It was like an hour long, wasn't it? An hour and a half long at the end.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant at the end of Metal Gear 4. Cause
well, in Death
Stranding?
Death Stranding there's going to be a cinematic that's apparently around
really
2
long.
hours long. But I think in Metal Gear 4 it was about an hour long.
It was long. Yeah,
Metal Gear definitely had an hour one for sure.
But that was interesting. But if you like the story, you don't mind because it's like, oh, this is good.
The 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours is too long. I think
it's like a film.
I'd have to literally.
Star Wars is only is 2 hours 35 or something. The new one. So maybe it's Hideo.
Hideo's at the top. Taking me away.
Like in Metal Gear Solid 4 though, I remember there's one bit. Did you didn't play Metal Gear Solid 4?
I've watched it. I didn't.
You've watched it, okay, but you've played. Okay, you haven't. Do you remember the scene in Prague? And the Ocelot brings like the military with him.
Yeah.
There's like 30 minutes in that cutscene just surrounding Snake on the bridge without any gunfire.
Yeah.
Obviously you've seen it, and it's like 30
minutes.
It's around. Honestly, someone might correct
The
me.
cutscene's 30 minutes long
Before anything happens.
Wow.
It's just like people running into place and Ocelot and thingy having dialogue. Snake.
Oh, so there is a bit of dialogue.
Yeah, sorry, but I mean like gunfight. But the dialogue's pretty.
It's throwaway.
Yeah, it's throwaway. So
I'm surprised you didn't get fed up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did anyway.
I can't remember how I was, but
you must have been quite invested in it. Surely that game, if you're not invested in that story, it's pointless playing like Metal Gear.
That's why I watched it. Like, I mean, I didn't actually own a PlayStation at the time and wanted to see it.
You must have skipped it. Like some
I wouldn't have thought so.
Really?
Like, I don't think I didn't watch it all the way through.
I can't imagine you somehow
it's like
watching.
8 hours.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine you somehow watching 10 minutes of like soldiers walking into place. And
No,
stuff.
but I didn't watch. Like, I didn't sit there and watch the whole playthrough.
Yeah.
Like, I did it over a couple of days.
Yeah,
like,
it's like 8
I'd eat
hours
some dinner
through,
and be like, here's an hour, or like, so I don't know. But it takes an hour to eat.
I can see it being similar with this game though, where it's like 10 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah,
he's got previous,
which I don't even
it's his
like.
thing, isn't it?
I'm a little bit different. Like I know some people. Maybe you're more. I know you do like a good story in a game, but you're more gameplay, aren't you? You want the game to have good gameplay.
I want both.
I don't want
to. Yeah, in the perfect
But to
world,
me, I don't know if you're the same as me a little bit. Like I can forgive bad gameplay if the story is great.
Same.
Like I don't even mind that much.
The ratio has to be right though. I can't have like 90% crap gameplay and then the story's an amazing 10% of the game. Like, it has to level.
No, I agree, but the biggest one that springs to mind every time is Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
Gameplay in that to me is shit. I personally don't like the gameplay, but the story is amazing. It kept me going.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, the Mako is awful. But to be fair, different time and all that, but still, the story drove me on. So me and you are more similar there.
Yeah, I think so.
But I do agree with you. If it was 90%, 90-10,
obviously I'm being extreme.
Yeah, you're being extreme, but it would be.
Well, that's what I'm saying about Death Stranding. You might be right about you saying you think I'll love. Maybe I will. If the story's amazing and the gameplay is quite bad, I'll still say it's like really great because it's like the story was great. So.
It's out later this week, so.
Yeah, I've pre-ordered it, so
you'll be the ones to try it first. So
I don't know how much
we'll probably hear about.
I won't have probably much to say about it because it's like it's a long game.
Yeah.
By your standards, we'll be waiting like 3 months for So I finally played like 5 hours.
Nah, it'll be 3 months of playing. So I played Death Stranding this week. What did you do while I was hiking?
3 months later.
I gotta be honest.
3 months later.
I don't know if I'm gonna carry on with Borderlands, to be honest with you.
Oh shit! I forgot you hadn't. You've not completed that yet.
I'm not. I've lost interest.
Just stop.
Too many games have come
I don't
out.
feel like it's something I don't think it's even that. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's like the story was okay, but it's not anything amazing in my opinion. So I don't like the villains at all.
The story itself is garbage.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I'm a little bit bored. Actually,
bored of the land.
Bored of the land.
I don't know if didn't help that I played that Game of the Year edition earlier in the year.
Yeah, I wish I didn't play that.
Maybe you fatigue a bit.
It's fatigue. Yeah, I just don't think I'm going to.
Maybe just have a break. Go back to it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's hard to go back to a game when you have a break, though, isn't it?
A big break like that, So.
Then again, you did it with Destiny. To be fair, Destiny 2. You had the break when you felt like you needed it.
I did it with Destiny 1 as well. Like, I do like sabbaticals.
Yeah.
Like, I play like so many thousands of hours, and then I'm like, all right, I need like 4 months off.
You're like the Pep Guardiola of Destiny.
And then I go back, and I'm like, hey guys, and everyone's like, thought you were dead. Like,
no, I'm ready.
Nah, bro.
But yeah, well, yep.
It's like when you had your Xbox break. Do you remember? when you had a sabbatical from Xbox for a few weeks.
I said I was going to be gone for a while.
And you just literally...
I was gone for like a week.
No, I think it was a bit longer. I think it was 2-3 years. But like, I remember all you said was like, you just watched football. That was it, and did nothing else.
Yeah, like
You'd watch football.
I tried to convince myself like I'd find something else to do.
Yeah,
and I remember like waking up.
Maybe there's nothing else to do, isn't there?
I had like an office chair back then, so I remember waking up and like getting into the chair and like putting my laptop on the desk, and I was just kind of like,
I said I'd have a break, didn't I?
Looking over like,
what do I do? Like,
turn it on.
check a few news stories.
Mate, you must have the muscle memory though of getting in the chair and going like that and going, oh wait there.
I reach out and there's nothing there.
Oh, did you sell it? Did you sell it?
No,
You got it out of the room, didn't you?
Put it in the wardrobe. Like, I put it in the wardrobe.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Except it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Like, you realise like when you try and do something like that, how many hours a week you actually spend.
I've got to say though, you did say though you were that for having the break, you felt better afterwards because it was like, oh, things feel fresh again.
Yeah.
You'd had a couple of weeks break and it was like, oh.
I don't remember it being. I'm pretty sure it was a week, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I love games. I want to play games. So,
mate, it's understandable. You take anyone's hobby. Some people will laugh and go, "Oh,
yeah."
You take anyone's hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Some people go to the gym. If you said, "Right, you're not going to the gym for a week or 2 weeks," they'd be like, "Oh, what do I do now with this time I've got?"
Yeah. Like, imagine if you could watch Netflix. But people are like generally like everyone watches Netflix.
Yeah.
And, like, get home from work, make dinner, watch Netflix or a series. Yeah, and it's like you can't do that for a week.
Yeah, then they will sit there and be like,
what the hell do I do?
I will say sometimes having a break can make you refresh a little.
No, it definitely
like, if you don't play a game for a few days, like you haven't played anything for a week now.
No, yeah.
And you're probably a bit like, oh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some Outer Worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
It is the way it goes.
Sometimes.
I'm thinking like I do need a few days because I've been playing Shadowkeep so much since it came out, and then I've been playing like these hundreds of games on FIFA, and I'm reaching the point now where I need like 3 days to just like go away somewhere.
Recoup.
Yeah,
which is understandable. We want to quickly touch on our last topic though, don't we? Finish up with some, I was going to say movie news, is more TV news really. The Witcher series, Netflix series, obviously dropped a new trailer the other day, and it's been announced that they're aiming for 7 seasons.
Yeah, they've got it in the works.
That's
it doesn't mean that'll happen. They're aiming for it. So.
Yeah, it's a lot though, isn't it? Big aim to come up with. We should really.
What, though, I will say that's The Witcher is the sort of thing that you can even tell them playing the game that if they made that into a TV show, you could probably pad out a lot of stuff there. There's so many side stories. There's so many factions.
Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me too much. But
they've got a lot to work with. Yeah. They've got a lot to work with. What did we think of the trailer?
I liked it.
I kind of got what I expected from it. I didn't watch it and think, wow, I'm hyped, and I didn't watch it and think, that looks crap. I just thought, like, yeah, it's Witcher.
I think that sums it up for me. Yeah, I watched the trailer. I literally watched it just before coming on, didn't I? Because I'd been away and missed it. But when I was watching it, I wasn't hyped, but like you, I'm just like, I don't look at it and think this looks awful or anything. No. It just looks like it should to me.
Yeah.
I think
Henry Cavill's done well.
I think the voice has done the voice well. I think that's what a lot of people thought. He won't be able to do that voice, but actually, he sounds pretty good.
Because obviously, people are comparing. He's a decent actor, isn't he? So,
well, the thing is, people are going to compare to the game Geralt because that's all they know that he sounds like. Because when you're reading a book or whatever, which, let's be honest, I bet most people won't have read the books anyway.
But even if you do read the book now, if you've played the game, you picture the game character.
You can't help it.
Yeah. So he does sound quite like Geralt, not 100%, but he's not going to sound exactly the same. But
I think he's a good choice.
I do.
The trailer he pulled off quite well.
He was a fan of the game series, so I know a lot of people say that, but apparently he actually genuinely was a fan of it. So that's always good.
Mm-hmm.
Always good.
And you'd assume he'd obviously now read the books and stuff like that, because obviously getting into characters.
There's been actors in the past, though, haven't there, that they've taken like a subject matter that's really popular and like books in it, and then they're like, afterwards, like, I didn't really know the character. Don't really care.
I actually think all the main characters, like, I think Ciri looks the part as well. I'm a bit more like, about Yennefer, not 100% sure, but we'll see.
It's going to take a few episodes, isn't it, to give you that feel.
Triss is my girl.
Maybe we said that, didn't we?
Triss is the best.
I'm sure in like season 2 or 3.
I hope so.
If there is a season.
If they have 7 seasons and they don't have Triss.
Well, she isn't in the first season because in the book she doesn't come into it till like the second book or whatever. So you imagine.
That's what I mean. Though they've got 7 seasons to introduce her.
I do wonder though.
They have to get the actress right for Triss. Sorry,
100%. But like with stuff like this, I always wonder because like Netflix isn't like a gaming platform. Like we're all watching this as gamers. Like we're not watching this as people that have like read the books or anything. We're thinking Witcher 3 or like some people play Witcher 2. I know I did, but like Netflix is open to people. Like people will see this who have no idea what Witcher is.
Oh yeah, Netflix wants them people to watch it. Yeah.
So my like not concern, but like I'm quite open to see what they think because we know what to expect and we know like we're going to watch it with this expectation of this is The Witcher, and if we watch it and we're disappointed, like we've got this prior thing, people will just watch this who are like never played a game, never read like a fantasy book, they just see it and it's like what's new on Netflix? The Witcher, and they'll watch it. And I think that like if it was just being rated by people who know it, I think it would be very different to what it's actually going to be, because this is going to have like a bunch of audience that have never
they have to
they don't even know it, so they might watch like one episode and be like the hell is this, like, and then
although you've got to remember who's the main actor. They're going to get a lot of people watching just because Henry Cavill. People go, Henry Cavill in a Netflix show.
I know I'm generalising a bit here, but like typically if you like Superman or like Marvel, DC, like gamers,
think you'd know. Well, I don't know.
Like
I'm not sure
always, but there's quite a
there's a bit of a crossover, but there's going to be a lot of people that just have never heard of The Witcher that watch Marvel movies.
There'll be a lot of
DC
people
movies.
as well. I think they're banking on a lot of people, gamers who played the game, to spread the word as well. Like, you should definitely check out a great game.
There's no doubt that first episode will get a lot of views.
I think it will.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot.
I'm not saying it'll break like Netflix records, but it'll do well.
It's just the retention number after that, isn't it?
It depends on the show.
It does.
Hopefully it's good. To me, from the trailer, it looks like it will be a good show. There's nothing in there that makes me think, oh, that looks absolutely horrendous. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you watch trailers and go, oh, that looks horrendous.
No, I agree.
There's nothing in there that makes me... I'm with
Perk, so I'm not hyped.
Yeah,
but I'm not worried either.
Yeah.
So I am in the... I literally am in the camp of I'll just watch it.
Yeah,
see what happens.
Yeah, and see what it's like.
Because I do like that world.
Yeah.
Which is great. So it's like, there's a lot of potential.
There's so much.
You know. There is potential for it. It's never going to be as big as Game of Thrones or anything like that, but there's potential for it to be pretty big if it kicks off.
Yeah, like that's another thing. Like anyone who likes Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings but isn't interested in like typical Witcher as we know it, they'll see the trailer and be like, oh,
looks familiar.
Something else,
I like that setting.
That association with it.
Yeah.
So I hope it does well. I know they're always going to say like we've got plans for X amount of series, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope it does well because. Usually game to movie adaptations or game to TV show adaptations have been pretty bad. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Like 99% have been bad, basically.
Yeah. Remember Mortal Kombat 2? I borrowed that off you. Oh my god, it was horrendous.
Do you know what I did?
Mortal Kombat 1's quite good though.
I don't know if you used to have watched
corny as hell.
It's corny, but it's a cult classic.
I don't know if you used to watch that Assassin's Creed film.
No, couldn't be bothered. It looked awful. I heard it was awful as well.
It just doesn't set the tone's not right. It's just completely wrong. It's like you can tell it's movie people making it rather than game people making
that's what like you were saying before though, you need to know the game, the characters, the settings.
Well, at least bring on a consultant.
Yeah.
And the only problem is some productions do bring on a consultant, but they won't listen to them because I'm a movie guy. I know what I'm doing. It's like it's like,
is it your idea or is it mine? Like,
you need someone that will be able to work with someone who will go, look, oh, by the way, in the games people like this part of this and this is why they relate, so make sure you hit that.
Well, they said just lastly before we wrap things up, they said they're going for more horror vibe than fantasy.
Really?
So
you'll be happy with that.
I'm happy with that. I like that.
I think some people were disappointed.
I don't want horror spiders.
I don't want either way there was going to be fantasy spiders.
I know, but I'm going to be like that. Fast forward.
I don't know though. Would you read too much into that and a bold statement? Because sometimes people say that and then it's it might just be dark. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to be. It's not going to be like I don't know. I'm trying to think of Scream. Scream. Well, I just think it's bad for some reason.
They're never going to be able to come away from fantasy.
It's not going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is it, or something like that? It's not going to be like.
But I do like the fact.
Maybe it'll just be gory.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Like in the game, how many times you go to locations and there's like bodies splattered all over the place, or like there's really like
there might be like tense moments.
Yeah,
you know, he's like looking around and there's like things like
But
that.
look at some of the monsters you fight. Like they are typical what you'd say is like horror film monsters.
True.
Yeah.
So
To be fair,
I'm
though,
glad for that.
none of the trailers have indicated horror elements.
No, not really.
It's been more just fantasy drama,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
It's
we haven't
weird.
really seen many monsters in the trailers either, which people were saying like,
No.
That's when I think you'll see it.
But I think
Yeah,
they're
monsters
saving the
aren't.
monsters back.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Interesting to see the CGI, and hopefully it's back good. Because a show
Well,
like
Netflix usually has a decent budget.
yeah, they shouldn't be bad.
So the CGI
Just
should
off
be
the trailer,
passable.
the production looks good.
it does. It doesn't,
doesn't
look cheap. No,
so
it does look good.
I'm hopeful for the CGI.
So,
Yeah, so am I.
Don't be like
Hopeful,
Mortal Kombat.
It can't be that bad, surely. That girl just starts like fucking screaming. What a bad film. Is it any?
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's the
That was
second
it.
one.
That was it.
The first one was alright.
Yeah, the first one's a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like Perk said, corny and cheesy.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's fun. The second one is not fun.
No.
It's
Who was
just
it?
shit.
Kylie Minogue's.
Kind of.
Kylie
Is she in it?
In the
She's
first
not in it.
Is she?
Yeah. in the
No
first
way.
one. Pretty sure it is. She plays is it Chun-Li?
She's
Girl,
not
like
in
a famous
that.
Street Fighter girl. You know which one I mean, don't you? The one that's all
Oh, Street Fighter. We're on about.
I'm thinking,
Mortal
I don't know what I'm
Kombat.
talking.
She might be in
Bro,
Street Fighter.
she's Street
I don't
Fighter. That's
know.
what I was thinking. Street
Right.
Fighter.
What with Van Damme?
Yeah, that's Kylie Minogue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that one. That's bad as well.
I didn't mind that. It was
Wait there.
alright.
What? Okay. What? Quickly. What's the best game?
You were going to say like Resident
adaptation?
Evil, but I don't think they're very good.
That's a film that I don't know. They made like 7 or 8
Made too
films.
many.
They got worse.
Like I'm the biggest Resident Evil fan you can find, but like the films are not like the games. The
I only
films are
watched
weird.
one, and the one is when the scene that sticks out is when she rides on a motorbike out the church window.
Yeah,
Which one's that? Is that like 3?
that's 3.
That was awful.
Yeah.
So I was like,
The only thing I remember is when you and Mike went to the cinema and you said about them all coming out of a box, and I was like, well, this is clearly terrible.
So that was bad. But to be fair, like they adapted that in a way that Resident Evil fans, I think, kind of watched it and again generalising and thought, what? Like it's all right. But for some reason, like people loved it. Like randomly, my mum loves them.
yeah, that is random.
She's not a Resident Evil fan.
She does not play.
at all. Yeah.
You're going to get that though, aren't you, with game film. There's going to be people, like, I bet
Yeah.
there's people watch that Assassin's Creed and went, oh, it's great.
Yeah.
If you play the game, you're like, it's terrible.
I can't even answer your question.
No, there's
I know,
not
I
really
was trying to
anything.
think, and
I can't
That's what
even
makes me hopeful
think.
for The Witcher, because like, this might at least be good or alright at least.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe I have forgot some, but the one that just keeps springing to mind for fun is Mortal Kombat, the original.
Yeah.
But the rest are just
But I thought
bad.
the original Street Fighter was alright.
no, that's
It's
bad
okay,
as well.
it was alright.
That's awful. Kylie Minogue's playing Chun-Li for God's
Yeah,
sake. I mean, it's not even accurate to the character.
No, also it's silly, but she was like big in them days, wasn't she? So.
Well, she's massive now, lad. She's bigger
No,
now.
but I mean, like in them, she was starting a career and stuff like
She was
that.
in Neighbours.
Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
she was starting a singing career. and She was getting like big.
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah, but she shouldn't play Chun-Li.
So she
No,
got into
probably
Street Fighter.
But, yeah. Probably helped her. Like, elevate her.
Well, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure that film
Probably
received
hindered her
all-
rather than
all
helped
that,
her.
yeah.
Everyone loves a bit of Street Fighter.
Well, people can let us know in the comments if you do love Street Fighter.
The Witcher needs to break the trend.
It
Yeah.
does.
to be-
Let's hope it's better than all them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause if it's not, I'm worried.
Well, I'd be
If it's
very-
not better than Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter films, then
No. I'm pretty sure it will be. Anyway, that brings the end to our podcast and another episode. So thanks for listening as always. You can follow Checkpoint Reach Podcast on social media on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at CheckReachPod. If you're listening to the audio if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, please leave a good review below. Nice pleasant one.
it does help, doesn't
That
it?
does help the channel to grow. I mean, if you want to leave one saying shit, fair be. Fair
Cheers,
be.
free speech.
Fair be.
Fair be it if you want to leave a shit review.
I don't know why I was going to say fair be it, and I stopped myself, but it was too late. But yeah, leave a good review, please. And if you're listening on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment below, as that will help the channel to grow. You can also follow the guys on social media. Where can people find you, Sud?
Just follow me on Twitter. That's at David Tenspud.
Perks?
At JG Perks.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Leld, LEL3Ds, add a 9 in the end for Instagram. Anyway, that's the end of the podcast. Have a good week, and we'll be back next week with another episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.